Why are 90s comedy club stories still untold? Imagine walking into a comedy club in the 1990s. The room is filled with the hum of anticipation, but most of what happens stays in that room. Why are so many stories from that era still waiting to be heard? Well, it all comes down to how things were back then. During the 1990s, stand-up comedy was changing fast. After the comedy boom of the 1980s, many clubs closed or struggled, making it hard to keep records. Most of the comedy scenes were local and informal. Performances were often not recorded or filmed, especially in smaller clubs. This meant that a lot of the raw, funny moments were passed around by word of mouth, not preserved on video or in print. Many clubs in cities like Chicago, New York, and Los Angeles were vital for new comedians. But their stories mostly stayed within those communities. For example, clubs like Chicago's All Jokes Aside played a big role for comedians of color. Yet, their stories did not get the same attention outside their circles. The industry was also dominated by a few big venues and media outlets. If a club was outside those main centers, it was less likely to be covered or remembered. Some of these clubs were part of subcultures or minority communities. Their histories often got overlooked by mainstream media, making their stories harder to find today. From a nostalgia point of view, these untold stories are like hidden chapters of comedy history. They show the grassroots scenes that helped shape future stars and comedy styles. Today, as fans look back, they want to discover those forgotten spaces and stories. This resurgence of interest helps us see how much the comedy world has evolved. It also highlights the importance of documenting live performances now. Digital tools make it easier than ever to record and share comedy stories. Understanding why these stories remain as untold reminds us to preserve today's comedy moments. It's a chance to learn from the past and make sure future generations know the full story. The 1990s comedy scene was full of energy, diversity, and raw talent. But because of limited media coverage, technological limits, and marginalized communities, many of those stories stayed hidden. Now, as we look back, we get to uncover those forgotten chapters and celebrate the real roots of modern stand-up comedy.